come all, nothing but love, nothing but respect. You know what we do, what we done, what we is, what we isn't, and what we is here today on this wonderful day of days. It's 6:30 p.m. where I am right now, and this is the first stream I am doing of 2022. I have let the last sort of month to 2 months of content just slip by the wayside, so I do apologize for all of that. For those of you that know, I was in the process of moving. I'm now moved into my new house, and yeah, a new house. Not entirely sure how today's stream is gonna go. We have a massive thunderstorm that's just in the last 5 minutes started kicking away. Not to mention, yesterday I actually got my wisdom tooth pulled out, and I'm a bit touch and go with how my talking and mouth goes. So wish me a bit of a good recovery and all that. And I've got a whole new setup. I'm not going to show it to you as of yet, because I might do a little bit of shifting and changing and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, a few things are different. So first things first. Happy New Year's to you guys. Hope you guys and girls had a great start to the year. All right. Like I said, I know it was absolutely hectic, but it is what it is. And I've got built a whole new desk. Got the green screen set up. Hair's changed color again. All sorts of new stuff. And you know me. This next week, I'm going to be absolutely going through under the pump, getting back up to date on all the series that I normally do that you guys have missed out on over the last couple of weeks. So you know what, keep an eye out for that sort of stuff. And then when I get a bit more settled, like I said, getting Twitch kicked off, looking at maybe launching TikTok and Instagram as well. A little iffy on the Instagram at the moment, more leaning towards TikTok as of the moment, but you know what it is. Yeah, I've already got the chat going wild. GetXQuell has now changed his name. I'm gonna have to remember Zeke. Is that, am I pronouncing that right, my guy? But yo, dude, I'm forever gonna be calling you GetXQuell. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'll remember that for sure. Yo, Sham Love, Happy New Year to you too, my guy. Happy New Year to you, Ged. But you know what? I know why you guys are here. I guess I'll break the ice and say it's impossible to last 2 weeks and have social media in the sphere of manga and not get some spoilers. So I'm not gonna lie, some stuff has been spoiled for me. But look, it's not gonna ruin my experience in this, and I just feel excited as it is. So just bear with me, because you know what, I want to be jumping up and down with joy with some of the stuff I know is gonna come in this chapter, or in these next 2 chapters, I should say. But I can't smile too hard because my face just cramps up in absolute pain. Yo, Kuma, good to see you making it as well. Good to see the love in the New Year's. It's good to see you guys. Oh snap, the hairstyle. Yeah, no, the hairstyle has changed in that. I had to switch up from the green, otherwise I just blend in with the green screen. It is what it is. You know, just trying to have a bit of fun with my life. All right. First things first. Last chapters. Second last chapter. I'm gonna say last chapters. Last chapters. The whole magazine, the Shonen Jump cover. I can't read Japanese to save my life, but I'm assuming this is all supposed to be charred tofu, and it's all the current main characters from their serialization. So it's kind of cool seeing them all make weird, fun little faces like that. But you know, that's not what you guys are here. You guys are here for the greatness. Yeah, we've got a pretty sweet color spread here. I'm liking how Frankie's repping the Mickey Mouse sort of look. He's going full Walt Disney with his, hairstyle this week. Jinbei's kind of got the drip, you know? I kind of like that. Jinbei actually reminds me of like an amalgamation of some of my one of my friend's family members, like a few of his different family members, like their style and build and that all sort of maxed into one. So yeah, I'm liking his drip. Same with Brooke. He's looking pretty cool. Zoro's what does that say? Made ripples. Of course, Zoro's trying to hype himself up with his own outfit and that. Every drop in the ocean counts. Yo, Luffy's looking good himself as well. Everyone's always looking great. You're about to be surprised in both chapters. Oh, I can imagine. By the way, I've already been spoiled that there's no chapter next week. I know that's coming, right? I'm just going to announce it here now today. All right, the top 50 strongest characters stream is going to be next weekend. All right, if anyone wants me to read out their list, acknowledge their list, or look or talk about their list, all right, make up your list. DM me in Discord. Put it in the Discord or at Twitter, wherever, whatever suits you. You guys know how to contact me at this point in time if you want me to see something. All right. And if you want your list included, at the end of the stream, I'll run off a few other people's lists if they want it added to the stream. But it's going to be me, Eggs for Brekkie, and Glitter doing our lists next week. So, feel free to feel included. All right, guys? All right. So we're picking up with King just getting split chin to dick. Like, I'm sorry, but our boy King here, Zoro just came in like a doctor to a newborn child and was just like, you ain't about that hoodie life, you know what I mean? Chapter 1036, Bushido is the way of death. And Zoro's got his sexy back and shoulders just flexed hard, black Conqueror's coating dripping off the blades like an absolute chad. Reference to Hagukuri, a guide to being a warrior. Alright, Kaido-san, you still believe that, King? You think I'm Joy Boy? Is the world I'm making really the world you wanted? Legends are legends. At this point, it doesn't matter what you do. I owe you my life. Just keep being the strongest. So, King obviously... Okay. There's a bit to digest there. I'll make sure to never lose until you're King of the Pirates. Alright, so obviously with King losing there's no chance for Kaido to be King of the Pirates anymore. It's interesting that the dynamic of this captain and vice captain was, I'm going to be Joy Boy, right? King believed he was going to be Joy Boy, and at some point, it almost feels like Kaido shifted from thinking he was going to be Joy Boy, because we've got that scene a couple of chapters ago where Luffy got KO'd in the one-on-one with Kaido, knocked off the roof of Onigashima, and he's like, you couldn't be Joy Boy either. To me, that implies that Kaido thought he was Joy Boy, and then when he realized it wasn't him, he's, taking that back foot to it and is really just trying to all-encompass everything he can for Joy Boy. He wants some aspect of that life still. I've seen a few people point out that it's very interesting that technically Joy Boy is supposed to be someone that brings a smile to people's face and open Wano's borders, and technically Kaido's done that. He actually forced people to have smiles with the smile fruits, and at this, you look at the pleasurers, he's forced people to smile in a bastardization of what Joy Boy's meant to be, and technically we have trade coming in and out of Wano through Kaido, so he has opened their borders more than what they were prior to him being there. So that is a really ridiculous thing to think about there. It's also really interesting about how Kaido abuses alcohol, and symbolically in the rest of the series, alcohol is used to symbolize gaining allies. Kaido's always shown drinking alone. This is the only time I think we've ever seen him drink with someone, and it's even more important to note that most of the time Kaido's drinking alone, and it's only once a year in the Fire Festival that the Topiropo get a chance to drink with him. Right? So that's just some food for thought there. You're about to be surprised. Top 50 will make people freak. Oh, dude. You wanna... I've been working on my top 50 for a week now. About a week now. Eggs for Brekkie sent me a message last night asking about two specific characters that most people probably would not think about in the slightest, and I just went, shit. I may have to drop some of the third commanders out of the top 50. I'm just saying, there's a lot of strong people in One Piece, and a lot of people don't remember a lot of people. A lot of people get forgotten off people's lists. I'm just saying. King got plummeted. He gonna be molten after that? Kaido was assuming he is Joy Boy before. It's interesting, really, because a notable quote from Whitebeard before his death was that wills tend to be inherited by the next generation, meaning that anyone could have the potential to be Joy Boy. Just that Luffy got them plot armor going for him just a tad. I mean, yeah, I had a off-stream discussion / argument with Eggs for Brekkie, Daniel, about whether or not Kaido believed he was Joy Boy or not. Daniel sort of believed that Kaido never thought he was Joy Boy. I was on the standpoint that I think Kaido believed he was Joy Boy until enough time passed that he felt like if he really was it, it would have happened already. And then he's put his, he's starting to look. He's still monopolized Wano to keep everyone else sort of, in that stalemate position, for him to just, suss out what's going on. Anyway, I'll keep going. Until the day I beat him to become the greatest swordsman, I will never lose again. Ooh, and we cut all the way back to what? That's got to be chapter 51, 52? No, 50. Chapter 50 is when Mihawk shows up. I think it's 51 or 52 though when Zoro does that. I'll never lose again, but I could be wrong. It could all be on chapter 50. I will never lose again. Got a problem with that King of the Pirates. She. Nope. If this is what it takes. Yo, King's off Onigashima. King and Queen are, kind of effed up here, man. They are literally over... I mean, they're technically over Wano, but, they are not on this landmass anymore. If that's what it takes, I'll become the King of Hell. Oh. Yeah, why does my... I know I started off this stream talking about the other Straw Hats drip, but literally nothing is more drippy than Advanced Conqueror's Haki. It's literally dripping off the sword like a chat. Look at this, man. Even his shoulder has, the flame of skin sort of coming off it. This man is becoming Haki himself. He's looking ripped to shit. I love this panel. And I love how he can't skywalk, so he sword walks. Is anyone else gonna acknowledge how funny that is? My man literally just taps the air with his swords and just leeches himself back into the battle zone. Battle outside the right brain tower. Victor, Zoro. Yo, and we've got Monet's off-brand Mega Block's cousin. Thud. King has lost. It can't be. The All-Stars and the Flying Six were defeated. This is no joke. Ooh, and we're back to CP0. You know I love me some of the CP0. Alright. I am holding out so much hope for CP0. Alright. It's just Luffy got them plot armor, yep. Yeah, I also think it's a title that needs to be earned. King of Hell Zoro, yo. King of Hell Zoro. My dude's gonna be king. Just like a samurai. Then again, those wins are meaningless as long as those two monsters are still standing. Yo, and Big Meme is just flipping back the medal from Kid's Awakening. She turned them into homies and they're just gunning back. Kid's literally having to catch one of them trying to bite his face. Big Mom's there, shouting it up. She's just like, I am the king! Yo, let's go. As events unfold, this conflict approaches a potentially disastrous end. Should Luffy manage to triumph over Kaido, the flame clouds holding Onigashima would dissipate and the island would come crashing down. That would ignite the gunpowder stores in the castle basement, resulting in an explosion that could consume the Flower Capital. Countless people are enjoying the Fire Festival. I will stop this. They remain unaware of the fact that their lives could be snuffed out at any moment. Yo, are you guys hearing me? Am I loud enough? I might move the mic over a bit closer there. I had to turn my mic heaps far down because of the rain, but I think it's subsided now, so I can bring it back up to a reasonable volume. I muted myself by 60%, so you guys didn't just hear the bucketing on the tin roof. Alright. And another crisis approaches. A manifestation of Kanjuro's hatred heads for the same basement. Ugh. Yeah, I love the chibi Yamato design there. That's cute. Burning hatred. Burning hatred. This man's hatred just looks like a nasty tear. Spurred on by the words of Orochi, it may explode Onigashima in midair. Unfortunately, Yamato is in hot pursuit. Weirdly enough, is it weird to say that am I just reaching for some symbolism there? It really looks like this hatred, the creature of hatred here, is almost like a cancer inside the skull of Onigashima. Did anyone else get that imagery, or am I just going crazy? I want to see Zoro do a drummer walk with the way he handles his swords in midair. Yo, L Drake. Yeah. You know what? Get XO. I know what you mean there. That's one of the things that got spoiled for me, but you know what? I'm going to get up to that. I'm going to get up to that in a red hot minute. Momo going to have to step up to that island, man. Yeah, my volume's okay. Good. Spurred on by the words of Orochi, it may explode Onigashima in midair. Fortunately, Yamato is on hot pursuit. Gate to the armory. I knew it. Roki's here. He's guarding the gate. Yeah, that's another number. Number's Rocky. That's number 6. Yo, and Funga, Rokia. Yo, this man minotaurs his way in. Headbutts this poor bastard Roki. Takes him out in one hit. Oh, that hurt my jaw. Takes him out in one hit. Sends this man blasting through a wall. I don't have time to fight him for the key. I'm counting on you. Fuga. Yo, Crash Creek snap. This man's dead on arrival. You just broke his back and pinned him. Nice work. Thanks, Fuga. Keep Roki busy. Yo, this poor Number's actually crying. He's just like, yo, what the hell did I do, man? We're supposed to be buds. The shit is this? Fuga, Rokiki. Attic between first and second floor. Skull grasp on. Yeah, don't get up. They're with the red scabbards and straw hats. Huh? I'm surrounded by fire and enemies. This is it. I'm a goner. That one's worth 200 mil, yo. That one's worth 200 mil? You beast pirates, bro. You ain't gonna collect the mil? You ain't got the brains like Whitebeard's crew to capture other bounties, right? And then black market deal those bounties to someone to go collect the money to get paid back. You guys aren't smart like that. Alright? I've seen you. 2/3 of you have insect bodies and insect brains. Alright? Don't act like you're smart. Don't act like you're anything, my guys. Goddamn gifters. You disgust me. Usopp Dono. Forget me, just take Kiku. No Kinemon-sama. I am too fuck. Oh, Kiku. I love you, my girl, dude. But, Gal should not be able to speak right now. It was bad enough that Kinemon's up and speaking. You should be just quiet. And then miraculously make a recovery. Sounds good. I'll leave you both to escape. Yo, let's chat. Fuga for Nakama. Yeah, everyone loves a little bit of Fuga, man. He's just doing Fuga stuff, you know. Fuga just doing Fuga stuff. He's a good dude. Wait, that would make this rescue attempt pointless. What is with you, samurai, and having death wishes? I don't get this obsession with honor and committing seppuku. I know it's your culture, but I can't stand it. Yo, speak your truth and speak your facts. Sometimes it's more important to live another day, my dude. It may look pathetic to keep struggling with tears and snot running down my face, but I don't care. I'll never stop clinging to life. You have to keep going. Yo, low key, if my man Usopp actually treats himself like this, even if he's being overwhelmed, he may start absolutely leveling up with Haki. Because he's kind of scrubby in a lot of ways, right? And I know he's a sniper, he's not meant to be up close and personal, but like, if he's constantly scared and shitting himself, but he's just putting himself out there, he may be the next Straw Hat to sort of just jump out of nowhere with some power boosts. I'm just saying. Even if it's in disgrace, dying after coming this far would be a waste. Usopp don't know. It's not enough to just fight in this raid, you idiots. I can't hold them off. Well said, get... Ooh! Ooh! Look at this! Chef kiss. Look at this man, Izo, coming in. Right? Doing the 360 headshot like Neo out the Matrix. He's just popping off. Right? You know this man, if he was in the modern day, would be like a bloody FaZe clan leader on Call of Duty. Alright? Kia. Ga? Huh? Why is he here? He's a former Whitebeard division leader. It's Izo. I saw Marco on the live floor earlier. What's happening? Whoa, I don't know who you are, but thanks for saving me. Izo. Big brother I, don't strain yourself. Speaking will aggravate your wounds. There will be time to talk later. If you two truly believe in Straw Hat Luffy, you'll have to live on. Yo! Two things. One, my dude Izo jacked to shit. He don't look like that when he's got his kimono on. He's nice and sleek. Right? He's got that little bit of a feminine vibe going. Then he whips his shirt off and nah, he's here jacked as shit. Look at this man. And he's got no Whitebeard mark. That's a Kozuki mark. So even though he was a division commander on the Whitebeard Pirates and rocked that Jolly Roger for a good 2 decades. Alright? This man still stayed on the Odin bandwagon. Yo, and he even calls him God. That's respect amongst marksmen, man. Yo, keep them safe, God Usopp. Well, you've heard of me? Yo, and he's swooning over the... Wait. Swoon? Usopp, man. You swinging for the same team there? Someone gives you a compliment and you're kind of like, oh, you're pretty enough. I'll leave these guys to you then. Let's go, Hamlet. Right, you're ordering Hamlet around... Hamlet. Freaking Hamlet. Freaking Hamlet. Usopp. Yeah, I love that. Good old Usopp. If this is what you want, so be it. Fate was not on your side. The flames will reach you first. I shall be free after you burn to death. I am a loyal retainer of Odin Summer. A fire this mild can't make me sweat. Yo, and they've just got each other... Oh, they've got each other pinned. Is that some like paralysis thing? Yo, that's actually hilarious. Rizo's literally on fire, but they've got each other in a paralysis jutsu, just dropping each other. Treasure repository, 2nd floor. Am I dreaming or not? Hurry, Fukurojuku. We have to flee before this island blows up. My lord, is something troubling you? Oh, not really. Hey, Kurumurasaki. Play me that song. The one I like. Right. Ooh, are we about to get... Okay. Yo, when Kurumurasaki starts playing, you know that's when an act is about to end. And I'm not gonna lie, I was almost on the belief now at this point in time that maybe we don't get a 5-act play. But if Kurumurasaki's here and about to play saying the shamisen, the next couple of chapters may be the end of Act 3. I'm just saying, guys. Dang, Big Head versus Dangly Earlobes is still going on. They're on their way for the longest battle in Onigashima. Dude, it's the battle of the Hokages. What can you expect, man? My guy Raizo out here using all sorts of ninjutsu. Yo, 2nd basement. We're getting out of here, Inbi. Ibi? These guys mean business. Sorry, Zanki. Nice knowing you, Drake. Okay. This is one of the things that got spoiled for me, but yo, okay. I ain't gonna front this shit. This shit is hype as shit. First things first. Drake with 2-handed axe took down a number. Luffy in Gear 4 took down a number. This mother... right here. One hand holding a mask up, comes in with one hand. Does a finger pistol that does a massive impact damage. I'm sorry, right? I'm almost this close to saying that was advanced Rio off screened. Like, look at this dude. Just it's his left hand too. He's holding the mask up with his dominant hand. Comes in, just goes bang, drops this thing. Absolutely drops this thing. It goes down with an impact, takes out a massive chunk, and here is Drake, dead to rights on the floor. As expected of a man with his reputation, he was quite a handful. Apu was running away. Okay. So, the panel of Drake being out is what I saw and what I got spoiled for me, right? In terms of power scaling this, the blood on the mask of this CP0 agent, the mask Scarfy, right? Bowler hat boy. That was from Apu catching him off guard. If you look at Drake, Drake's face is bloody to shit. I think it was a little bit bloody prior, but he's got a hole on either side of his chest. On either side of the X. I'm just saying, this guy took Drake down before Drake landed any significant damage and did a hit. And the only reason this guy is injured at all at this point in time is from an off-handed attack from Apu when he thought he already took Apu down, right? And to double it up, the attack that hit him and caused him to bleed a little bit is the same attack that knocked Luffy out for a second. I'm just saying, do not sleep on CP0 at this point in time. We have not seen them utilize higher Rokushiki techniques yet, other than the finger pistol and a little bit of Soru, right? There's still room for paper body and all that sort of stuff, right? When this guy said he was quite a handful, that means he didn't just one-shot him. This dude's just used to just going around just going finger pistol dead. Finger pistol dead. And I mean, like, even just going down in 2 or 3 hits and just being up for a few seconds to, like, this is rough. This is rough for power scaling. By all means. Because Drake ain't weak. He's not super strong, but he ain't weak, right? This dude still dicked him around. Like it was a non-contest. I'm just saying, like, some props need to be given there in some capacity, alright, guys? Yeah, what's this? I feel like these CP0 members are within a gap between Vice Admirals and Admirals. Yeah. They are probably high Vice Admiral. They're not quite what a Garp would be. But, like, they seem like a squad of people that are around what Momonga would be. Maybe a little bit stronger, but they don't use swords. Like, the difference might be that Momonga doesn't have as much of a master on all the Rokushiki, but he uses a sword anyway to fight. Whereas these guys don't use a sword, it's just hands only. A little bit more skilled in those abilities. Quite a handful took him out in just a minute. In just minutes, yeah. Definitely. I mean, you got to think, these guys are assassins for the most part as well. Being quite a handful is, I didn't one-shot this dude. Brook, protect Robin at all costs. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be rough. It's going to be hard. Apu is running away. Puru, gotcha. Have you captured Nico Robin? Not yet. Something came up. You need to get out of the castle quickly. What are you saying? The All-Stars have been wiped out. Ooh, Sanji's being tended to by a lady. Is that the little lady with the mouse? Is my dude about to wake up and have all the blood leave his body? If you picking up what I'm putting down, he's gonna be shaking her hand with his other hand. The odds of this new generation winning are 1,000,000 to 1, but we need to be ready if they somehow pull an upset. Do you know what the biggest upset is? You're showing the first mates of all the crews, and you dare put Beppo in there like he's done something. Didn't even show us Sulong Beppo for a red hot minute, helping against a number or something. You just off-screen this man. You could have at least showed us Beppo. You could have at least showed us Beppo who would go Sulong and just mess up a bunch of gifters. But nah, you hard off-screen, cute fuzzy polar bear. Yep, CP0 is initially taught to be swift and efficient, which means their attitude towards battle is supposed to be quick and extremely lethal. 100%. 100% agree with that. Have you seen the new opening? Maybe it's the skill that Brooks awakening. No, I haven't seen the new opening. I was actually going to do a recording of my reaction to it before this stream, but I ran out of time. I might do the recording for it and release it this week, but I'm going to be doing a reaction to the new opening. I have avoided everything to do with it so far, so I'm excited for it. Brooks Devil Fruit reaches the next tier, or maybe a cool new sword technique. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting for sure. Get XL. Alright. News that Big would exacerbate everything that's happening around the world. The fate of an era will be decided on this island in the next few minutes. Understood. Yo, okay. Let's fucking go! Let's go! But humans can't push themselves forever. Surely they've already reached their limit. Gamu. Yeah, and this man Luffy gets swatted with an Advanced Conqueror's Haki Club. Gamu no. Yeah, and he comes in with the kick. He gets Alvida clubbed on the head. And instead of it not doing any damage, he's got the advanced Rayo there, just like, not today, mate. Not in today. He only comes in with the rock gun on a mean right hook. Look at that pop off. Yeah, that's beautiful and filthy in all kinds of ways. This is getting good. I'm thinking the same thing. The smiles of the mighty. What will the fallout of this death match? I'm gonna have to take a photo of that. I'm sorry, this is a death match. Oh, you know I'm gonna be using that in all sorts of conversation. The smiles of the mighty. What will the fallout of this death match be? Are we getting Luffy's first kill? Ooh, okay, what's going on here? Anime tends to be pretty free with fights, and while adding a decent amount of filler, so we can't really judge unless they adapt it directly from the manga. Kuma, I agree 100%. One thing that really upsets me with some of the filler that they choose to do and the padding they choose to do in the One Piece anime is instead of expanding fights where they could and adding to the world and adding to the lore and adding to the skill sets, they expand stills for longer periods of time, or they add big drawn out scenes for in the manga what was essentially supposed to be a speed feat. Like, nothing really hurt me more than them taking away speed feats from Kaido in the anime. His Thunder Bagua that one-shot Luffy at the beginning of the arc was supposed to be like that in the manga. It was supposed to, the Thunder Bagwa's attack speed is actually one of the fastest attacks in the series. It is supposed to be a ridiculous speed blitzing attack. By giving it a 4-minute wind-up, hit, and slow follow-through, you absolutely ruin the pacing of that. It actually hurts the story more than it helps and makes it look cool. Same with, I haven't seen the episode, but I saw the clip of Okiku losing her arm in the anime. Instead of Kaido summoning up a big gust storm hurricane, slowly breathing in, and then exhaling the invisible slashes, you could have just had him do what he did in the manga. Exhale the slashes, cut through everything. And then, if you wanted to pad out the time a bit, after he exhaled and the slashes went out, the change in wind pressure could have added the storm. You see how just that slight reordering of the exact same scene in the anime, that just taking one thing and putting it in another spot in the exact same way that they've animated it, changes the meaning of that part of the story so much more, and how it adds to the flow as opposed to makes it blocky and doesn't flow as much, guys. Never gonna forget that a Pooh vs Luffy and Zoro fight. There wasn't even any cool music. Kuma, don't even. You give me a Pooh versus Kizaru, you know? Navy Admiral Kizaru, can you hear this music reaching you? Slash. That was a fucking bop. And then you get to Zoro and Luffy versus Apu, and it's quiet for half the time. It's just like clang, bang, clang, bang, clang, scratch. Where's the tunes? You're telling me you can give us Zuma, 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 and you can't give us some beats for Apu, the dude who's all about music? Y'all disrespected the DJ of One Piece. Yep, Thunder Bagua was a speed blitz, but now Kaido looks like a heavy and slow tank. Yo, dude, he's not a tank. Okay, the scary thing about Big Mom and Kaido is they're slow. They've got slow movement speed. They've got fast attack speed though, and there's a clear difference there, right? Like Sanji as a character has high movement speed and high attack speed. Luffy, when he's in like Snake Man, has high attack speed. You know what I mean? It's doing the Yonko dirty. It's not showing them how they are, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't rank the Yonko as well as they could, because they go off anime related stuff. But yo, okay. Germa 66 Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume Log 2. Judge lets out a heavy sigh. We're up to 1037. We're only 40 minutes in. Shuron Hage. Some scenes in the new opening are requested to be that way by the director, meaning it might be a manga spoiler as well, just like what happened to Denjiro. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be really interesting. I'll definitely get my reaction out to that probably tomorrow, maybe. I am going to be doing a discussion for these two chapters tomorrow with Eggs for Brekkie in the nighttime. Normal time to how I normally stream, but that'll be interesting. That'll definitely be interesting to me. Alright. So, first things first, Germa's here. Judge is clean. Does that mean Judge beat the shit out of Snack? Because the last time we saw Judge, he was face to face with Snack. Chat? You helping me out on this one? Snack dead or what? Dude got clapped by a Rouge. Dude got slapped up by the Supernova, right? Potentially got beaten by Kid, even. Kid then a Rouge, depending. If not, that means Kid took out either Cracker Smoothie or Katakuri, and I doubt it's Katakuri, but is what it is. But yo, Judge is there, clean AF. Reiju a little dusty, Ichiji a little dusty. I don't see Niji and Yonji though. Those two may be effed the A up. I mean, these three are the stronger three of Germa. By a margin. Flower capital of Wano. The Fire Festival is also coming to a close. You've had way too much. I know, you idiot. This is the only day of the year I can drink it all. After tonight, it's back to our country's bitter reality. Right, Orochi? Quiet. You never know if one of his agents is around. Seems the festival is starting to wind down. They're getting the sky lanterns ready. Yo, this dude here kind of looked like an old chibi version of Akainu. Anyone else get that drift? This is how I imagine Akainu when he retires as Fleet Admiral, right? And, I don't know, let's say Smoker or someone becomes a Fleet Admiral. I don't know. But by the time Akainu retires, you know, Kizaru and Fuji are probably retired, and same with Green Bull at this point. Whoever it is, it's like he's retired and just talking shit about the new Fleet Admiral. Like, back in my day, this guy. Big Mom fleet diminished by half, I guess. I don't know if the Big Mom parts really would have lost too much. It's really hard to tell. Because you know what? This could be back in time as well. This might not be happening concurrently with the story. This might have been 2 weeks ago that this is happening. You know what I mean? Like, we could even see Big Mom in that cover page, potentially, for all we know. Time to write your wishes for our ancestors to see. Will they really make them come true? Of course. I want to see my mum again. Food for the kids. Oh, my jaw's hurting. Meanwhile, Onigashima continues its approach. Yeah, okay. Kaido's just been like, yo, I kept this barrel safe. I was holding it together with my butt cheeks. This is my emergency booze, boy. You gave me a good time. I'm having my butt juice sake now. Where did he pull that fucking thing from? It's massive. Dude's shelving barrels of bloody booze just to pull out at a moment's notice. Damn it, man. Kaido is jacked to shit. As a human being, I'm actually terrified of that figure. Why are you drinking? Because I'm having fun. You want a swig? The capital is celebrating the Fire Festival today. And we were supposed to host a grand banquet here on Onigashima. Although you've pretty much ruined that. Foo. Oh, I can't smile too much. My face hurts from the tooth. Oh. It hurts. Yo, this man's looking like Roger at Laugh-Tale. You're totally wasted, yo. This man just sculled a full barrel of butt sake. You better not use this as an excuse when you lose. You dumbass. Getting drunk won't weaken me. And I've already acknowledged your strength. Hick, whoa. I can't remember the last time I was challenged to a serious what. Okay, so Kaido views this as a one-on-one fight. I was challenged to a serious one-on-one fight. Wee. Hey there, Sharon Hage. Yo. My man quick transforms from base into hybrid like he's a Haku from Samurai Jack. Just like, I will take out the samurai! Comes in laughing drunk. Biceps! Bigger than Zoro doing 2 gorilla. Outside of a giant, are these the biggest biceps in the series? Look at this man. He got little lizard legs, but his upper torso is where it's at. He's been snorting creatine and sake. Yeah, that's a surprising little tidbit from Kaido, actually. The fact that he's offering Luffy sake, even if he's drunk, might show that he sees Luffy as a proper proper threat. Yo, he's saying he's a one-on-one. That's more than anything he can say for the moment. Actually, fuck, that is a good point, Kuma. I can't remember the last time I was challenged to a serious one-on-one fight. Woo! To all those people, I'm looking at you, Red Force Podcast, I'm looking at you, Eric. For all those people out there that are like, Shanks beat the shit out of Kaido before Marineford, kicked his ass, sent him packing, and then showed up. Kaido doesn't seem to think so. So, I mean, Kaido's had clashes with like Big Mom and that, but he hasn't had a serious fight in a long time, according to him. So that's a freaking important thing, because that's a lot of context. Yo, look at this Ragnarok. That is such a heavy looking attack. Man jumps in the air with the arms of an absolute god and comes swinging down with the Advanced Conqueror's Haki Club. Literally minces Luffy into mince meat in the ground. Starts caving in the roof of Onigashima. It's that raw. That's like 5 meters of thick skull stone or whatever. Yo, Dome interior, live floor. Whoa, the roof is cracking. First the castle on fire and now the dome isn't stable. Yo, and all Luffy does is just scream a bit. I'm enjoying this. But the castle and island are half destroyed. Talk about useless. Seems like I can't even protect one lousy castle. That's interesting. Talk about useless. So Kaido's undervaluing himself here. Kaido is undervaluing himself here. That hurt, damn it, you bastard. I guess we could rebuild. It took, what, around 5 years? Whew. Sad drunk. Yo, I actually like this because he was introduced with the drinking aspect and that. I mean, not when he was introduced with Kid, but like when we saw him, he was like, oh, he's a sad drunk today. Yo, this is actually kind of cool. I gotta keep my gut. Yo, my man Kaido out here, like Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee in an old style movie. He's coming in like it. My dude goes out on the weekly on the town with Rock Lee, right? Doing the elixir and the fist fighting. I love this, man. Getting pissed and throwing hits. You sure you, Yo, I gotta keep my guard up. I did my best. Whew, but maybe that's just not good enough. Dragon Demolition Twister. Yo, this is the same attack that took Kiku's... That's the same attack that took Kiku's armor. My boy Luffy literally catches the blade and just whacks it away with his hand. He's doing with his arms what Zoro was doing with his swords. I mean, whoo-wee. Get away. Wow, you damn brat. Crying drunk phase. Yeah, my dude Kaido is straight savage. Yo, look at this double page. This is actually fucking beautiful. This is what you get when you don't back off. Thunder. Oh, he goes to do a Thunder Bagua. Pant. Don't get ahead of yourself. Yo, this is a speed feat. Bagua. And Kaido's coming in. Look at the double speed lines. He's launching off with his tail. And as he comes in for the swing, is that Luffy's fucking foot? Did my dude Luffy just ballet jump over this, doing his backflip? Comes in, lands, has his foot out. Shishi. Take that, you drunk. My dude just donkey kicks Kaido in the fucking chin. Advanced Conqueror's Haki donkey kicks him, sandal and all. Oh shit. Yo, chat. How long have I been asking for it? How long have I been calling that Kaido at some point in time was going to wrap his tail around Luffy to grab Luffy to pull him in for a hit? I thought maybe he was going to do it and, do some borrow breath or some shit. Or maybe that because at one point there it looked like his tail had a knife coming out of it. But yo, I told you he was going to do this Rob Lucci shit, did I not, guys? If Luffy doesn't reach a new gear this arc, I want it to be called Gear 5 Dragon Man. Ooh. I don't know if Luffy's getting a new gear. Honestly, Luffy as is roughly, maybe a little bit weaker, but roughly equal to a Yonko with all 3 advanced Hakis and his Devil Fruit the way it is, right? Gear 4 puts him a little bit above that. If my dude Luffy gets an awakening, he may straight up be Pirate King level. You know what I mean? That might be all he needs to be Pirate King level. Yeah, and Kaido pulls him in, and him and Luffy do a headbutt. I'm sorry, Ulti. I love you, girl, but, you're moving down on the, top 5 headbutts in One Piece. Look at this shit. They headbutt, and they're both spitting blood, just ever so slightly. Both of them with advanced Rio. Most likely advanced Conquerors too. Yo, my dude Kaido with the creatine gains overwhelms him with the horny head. His Haki... Fuck off. Kaido must now use an extra limb to combat Luffy. Dude, his Haki's getting stronger. You little, it was just starting to hit that good buzz. Phew. Why'd you have to sober me up, you brat? Angry drunk phase. Yo, Kaido's Haki's he's still getting stronger with Haki. What the Oh! And Kaido does a quick fire of borrow breath. Yo, this is so sexy. This is actually sexy. Gomu Gomu no Rock Gandari. My dude's doing the Rock Gatling. Kaido's doing a Gandari meteor shower. Yo, this is... I'm sorry, do you know why this is a much bigger feat for Kaido than it is Luffy? Luffy's punching with 2 arms here. Luffy's coming in, doing a Gear 3 Gatling, right? But it's a Gear 3 Jet Gatling. You can see how the arms are moving so fast here. So this is as fast as like a Gear 2 Jet Gatling. This isn't his normal Gear 3 attacks, right? With advanced Rio on it. Even arguably some advanced Conqueror's Haki now. But it doesn't look like it. It just looks like advanced Rio, right? Luffy's coming in with 2 hands. And Kaido is moving so fast with one mace. Or Kanabo. One Kanabo. That is blocking all of them. Like motherfucking Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Anakin. Kaido legit is doubling the speed of Luffy's attack here. For every left and right that Luffy's throwing, Kaido is blocking each one of them. Yo, and look at them. Both of them get hits in on each other. Yo, this is actually disgusting for Kaido here. He's using 1 to block someone that's using 2. You know what I mean? 1 does not equal 2, guys. Luffy mimics Zoro's deflect of Kaido's wind attack kick like Sanji and headbutt like Usopp. Luffy is using all of his cruise attacks. I get you there to get Xwell. Yo, look at this man here. They're hitting each other. There's just a massive power gap in between. Kaido comes swinging over the top with the Conqueror's Haki. Luffy dodges out the way. He comes swinging on the side with the advanced Conqueror's Haki. And Luffy just gut kicks this man with a Gear 3. A Gear 3 rock kick that he then condenses down to a jet stomp. Look at that shit, guys. He's expanding his foot, putting the Haki on it, and then whipping it in at the speed of Gear 2 and condensing it down. Gear 2nd plus Gear 3rd is now a normal attack for Luffy. I mean, shit, is this like... Is Luffy's skill set here equal to what Gear 4 was at Whole Cake Island? And I'm not talking about with the Rio or the Advanced Conquerors, but like he's using Gear 3 attacks with Gear 2 here, which is what Gear 4 is, but he's not needing to go full Tank Man for it. With attacks with Rock Name in it is a combination of Gear 2nd and 3rd with Rio. Yeah. Yo, are we about to see this man's Rock Hawk? Or Red Rock? No, we already saw Red Rock. Yo. My dude gut kicks Kaido and Kaido's spitting blood. Shit is hurting my dude here. Luffy's reaching the necessary firepower to combat the higher tiers in the new world. The only problem is his limited stamina issue. But his base form has reached a whole new level now. Kuma? Gear 4 is a massive power up, my dude. Think about how heavy he will hit, how fast he'll hit. Boundman, Snake Man. He's equaling a Yonko roughly equal, even if the Yonko still has a little bit stronger Haki than him. This man goes into a Gear 4 form. Yo, he unless Kaido's awake, and he may be putting the bloody pressure on. He may actually be like... He may be putting a Yonko down. Or an Admiral down. Yo, I kind of thought that already. While I was doing my top 50 list. Just like predicting the way things were going. But it's crazy to see this shit on paper. Holy Land, Mary Jo's Redline. It's as if this year's Reverie was cursed. We should put what happened aside for now. Okay. This last section here got spoiled for me too. And I've already had a little bit of discussion of this off stream. So I'm going to read through it and then I'm going to give you my guys' thought. I'll give you guys my thoughts for this. Right? But just know I'm aware of this bit. The Holy Land Marijoa Redline. It's as if this year's referee was cursed. We should put what happened aside for now. One was the more pressing issue. There was no way of knowing that the battle would go this far. Nico Robin must be apprehended by now. It's time to act. It wouldn't be out of place for someone to die unexpectedly during a war that involves Kaido and Big Mom. This is our chance to erase that nuisance. The seas around Wano. All units stand by. Huh? What's the matter? Well, there's a giant shadow. What is it? No idea. An island? That's impossible. That fruit is nothing but a legend now, even for us. It hasn't awakened for centuries. How else do you explain the world government giving a specific devil fruit a unique name? They were hiding the fruit's true name from the annals of history. Right. I'm so sorry. What are you sorry for? Oh, is this what you sent me? Sorry. When you messaged me earlier today, my dude, I didn't look at it. I said, remind me when I'm on stream and I'll go back and look at it. It wasn't you that spoiled this for me. This was Eggs for Brekkie. Okay? Don't hold yourself accountable on that one. Don't worry, man. It wasn't you. But, okay. I'm going to go through with my analysis for this. There's 3 shifts in conversation here. Okay? 1 is Nico Robin and the Nico Robin plotline. Nico Robin must be apprehended by now. It's time to act. Right? If Nico Robin's apprehended, they're saying it's time to act. So they're saying something needs to happen after they get Nico Robin, because Nico Robin's the number 1 priority. It shifts from Nico Robin, which is subject number 1, to subject number 2. It wouldn't be out of place for someone to die unexpectedly during a war that involves Kaido and Big Mom. This is our chance to erase that nuisance. There are only 2 nuisances, really, that you could say nuisances in the eyes of the Gorosei. Number 1 is Straw Hat Luffy, because throughout the whole story, he has been a nuisance to the Gorosei. That's the dumb answer. The less dumb answer is it's Who's Who. They've already voiced that they wanted to get... They've already voiced orders to get Who's Who eradicated. CP0 was going to leave it to Jinbei. They just want that man dead, because even though he's got outdated info, snitches get stitches. Okay? I will just drop it here. I think the devil fruit that changed name is Toki Toki no Mi turned into the mature fruit. Okay. There's got to be at least 1 admiral on those navy ships. If not, the world government is heavily underestimating the situation. Okay. Hold up 2 seconds, guys. Listen to this analysis. Conversation 1, Nico Robin. Conversation 2, eliminating someone in the war, most likely Who's Who or Luffy. Number 3, order of reading here. The seas around Wano, we shift to a new location. All units standing by. That's the Gorosei. Then the world government agent that's here says, and then the Gorosei says, what's the matter? Then we cut in, so it's no longer being shown dialogue-wise on the Denden Mushi, because we now see the character. Well, there's a giant shadow. Back to the Gorosei. What is it? Back to the guy. No idea. An island. The Gorosei then immediately go, that's impossible, that fruit is nothing but a legend now, even for us. It hasn't awakened for centuries. How else do you explain the world government giving a specific devil fruit a unique name? They were hiding the fruit's true name from the annals of history. What does this mean? So, okay. You're thinking it's Toki's fruit, the mature fruit, okay? I'm going to say this. You're saying the mature fruit can potentially negate the Celestial Dragon's ageless surgery? I think it's not the Gorosei the Lookout is talking to. You may be right because there's no oh shit, you may be right because there's no Denden Mushi that we can see. That is possible. Is that Zunisha? Yes, that is Zunisha there. Okay. That's 100% Zunisha. That's 100% Zunisha. But hear me out here because this is actually... Exquel, you may be right. That might not be the Gorosei speaking there, and that's something that I did not consider before. You got a good point. If it is the Gorosei they're speaking to, listen to this train of action here. Well, there's a giant shadow. What is it? No idea. An island. Immediately after hearing of an island-sized shadow approaching Wano, in a war where we know that the minks have already been involved and that has been reported back, right? The Gorosei immediately go, okay, that's impossible. The fruit is nothing but a legend now, even for us. It hasn't awakened for centuries. So there's a fruit that hasn't been commonly known for a long period of time, a fruit that the Gorosei haven't been aware of for a long period of time, and something to do with the shadow means it has awakened in some capacity. Okay? I'm just going to say it very well could be, just think about this, right? The Gorosei know more than us. The Gorosei know about the Void Century and the history and Im and all that shit, okay? They are in the situation where they have dramatic irony where they know more than us. They know more than the world. It is very, very possible that the fruit that is a legend, the reason it is a legend is because the fruit has been in Wano in a closed borders country for a pretty long period of time. I'm thinking it may be Otama's fruit and her ability to control animals, right? Her fruit, a previous user of her fruit, the fruit being in Wano currently, could have been allied with the Kozuki of the past in the Ancient Kingdom. Zou committed a crime in the past in the Void Century, right? Was sentenced to walk the earth forever, but had some link not only to the Minks, but to the Kozuki too. The Minks ended up building their entire civilization on the back of Zou, a criminal that was sentenced to walk for eternity, right? They have a poneglyph on the island and all that stuff. If the Kozuki put a poneglyph on the back and the elephant was ordered to walk for eternity by the previous user of, like, a previous user of Otama's fruit, then the Kozuki and that devil fruit user went back to Wano, created the closed border policy so people would not come into the country and people could not leave to wait for Joy Boy, right? The reason the Gorosei will say, it's impossible, that fruit is nothing but a legend now, even for us. It hasn't awakened for centuries. When they say it hasn't awakened, I don't think they mean a devil fruit awakening, right? I think they mean the abilities of the fruit haven't awakened for centuries. It's been a dormant thing for centuries. We know that Luffy and Momo can hear. Luffy, Momo, Law can hear Zunisha. Luffy can hear it probably better than Law. Momo can give it orders. It is most likely that a previous user of Otama's fruit fed a Kibidango to Zou, sentenced him for a crime that we don't know, right? Used him as a base of operations for one of the allies of the Ancient Kingdom in the Void Century, right? And the reason they're saying that the fruit is awakening now is because why is the elephant showing up to Wano? Normally the elephant wanders aimlessly. And the Gorosei and the world government would know of Zoe and Zoe's existence. They know it's a phantom island. There would have been reports, there would have been connections, they would have met, or they would have had people come across it at some point in time throughout the history. They would have this information. If they know stuff from the Void Century, they also most likely know that Zoe was either allied in some capacity with the Ancient Kingdom or was essentially got captured and is in a state of being neutralized because of the Ancient Kingdom in some capacity, right? I think the fruit that they would have given a specific name to try and not get people to be interested in maybe is Otama's fruit. You could say, I know some people might say, because I know Aitsubreki was wanting it to be Luffy's Gamo Gamo no Mi, except Page 1 said in the past, Who's Who said in the past that he had it in his possession, right? So the Gorosei know it's not a legendary fruit. They also know that Luffy has it now, so it's not something that's sort of mythological to them. What would be mythological to them is if in the past 800 years, Zoe has done nothing but just walk. And now all of a sudden, Zoe is showing up almost like as a one-man army, right? In their mind, if you have Minks fighting on Wano with Kozuki, right? And then all of a sudden, an ally or a chess piece of the Ancient Kingdom, something matching that description shows up, you would immediately think the worst of it, would you not? All right. Okay. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I went on a massive rant then. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Kind of odd that she's wandering this far out, eh? Zunisha is the first Joy Boy. Snap Cyber 327 just unlocked the code. Let's not forget that Zunisha committed a great crime and was forced to walk in banishment for over 500 years. Actually, it was more than over 500 years. It was more than 500 years ago that the crime was committed. Yeah, it could be Zunisha as well. It makes a lot of sense, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Toki is also from before Void Century, so it can change its name. Yep, it could be Toki's fruit. There is no possibility. There is no reason why it's Toki's fruit. But what I would say, right, is it has to be someone that the Gorosei are aware of. I don't think the Gorosei necessarily are aware, nor have the idea to give a shit about Shinobu. And her fruit, if it is Toki's fruit, what does that have to do with Zoe showing up here? You catch my drift? Eggs for Brekkie said maybe that the Gamu Gamu no Mi has something to do with the voice of all things, and maybe that's what they're talking about. I don't know if I would assume that. Alright? And because you got to think, right? They gave that fruit a specific devil fruit, a unique name. But that's to the outside world. When people eat a devil fruit, they know what the name is. That's been established with us since Enies Lobby, right? So the user of the fruit would know what their fruit is, like the mature fruit or the Toki fruit, right? Otama's fruit was revealed to us, I'm pretty sure, in SBS, not in the story. You know what I mean? The world government also had the Gomu Gomu no Mi on a private ship that Shanks raided, so there's the potential lore right there. Yes, there is, except that fruit is nothing but a legend now, even for us. It has to be a fruit that the Gorosei have not been aware of in the past couple of hundred years. I think Zunisha, if he's an ancient weapon, is the Poseidon. No way it's Uranus, since he's more a battleship. Okay, hear me out here. Pluton is a battleship. Poseidon is Shirahoshi. That's land and sea. Sorry. That's below the sea and on the sea. Above the sea would be the land or the sky, right? Wouldn't it make more sense that potentially Otama's fruit could be an ancient weapon? Because could you imagine, there are animals out there that required gear 4 to physically beat, right? There are animals out there like Zunisha. There are animals like the animals in Shiki's Island, right? There are animals out there like the animals that police impel down, right? There are a lot of really strong animals in One Piece. Otama could potentially tame any animal that isn't in the sea. The only reason I say she might not be able to tame animals in the sea is her powers could very well work on the same vein as Moria's, where if you put sea salt in its mouth, it negates the powers, because we haven't seen a single person drink sea water that she's had under the effects of her ability. I'm just saying. But Pluton, yeah, Pluton is a battleship, but we're also told Pluton is specifically buried in Alabasta currently. And the count of Pluton and the Pluton blueprints that Frankie has were for physically making a ship. Right? No offense to Zunisha, but Zunisha almost got taken out by Jack. If Zunisha couldn't attack, Zoe would have gone out then and there. I'm just saying. So it is more likely that Zoe itself isn't an ancient weapon, but Zoe itself could be related to an ancient weapon. If Otama's Devil Fruit would be regarded as an ancient weapon because... I mean, look, I could be reaching there. But, like, you have Poseidon, who controls all the Sea Kings. 5-kilometer sea serpents that can tunnel under any island and sink the island. We've been told that. Then we have Pluton, a ship that sails on the seas and can delete islands with a snap of a finger. Then, potentially Uranus, the ability to control all living things on land. Because imagine if Otama's awakening is that she can actually tame humans too. And it's a very slave-based ability. Pluton Rider got it messed up. So the blueprints that Frankie had is counter Pluton. I also don't think Zunisha is an ancient weapon. Actually, I'm pretty sure the blueprints Frankie had is Pluton, but he had the blueprints of Pluton because it's easy to make a counter Pluton if you know how Pluton works, if that makes sense. What if the next ancient weapon is an animal? That could be cool. I mean, many speculate that Zunisha will use the giant sword in Onigashima. Ooh, giant tandem war elephant. We're going adventure time with this. Oh, that hurt my tooth. Yo, I could get behind Zoe picking up that fucking sword. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, that'd actually be sick as F. Yo, you kind of got my hype up there, man. I ain't gonna lie. You kind of messing with me on that. Whew. Yo, if anyone hasn't done it already, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. All right, help me hit my 100. Didn't quite hit it before the end of last year, but hey, we're starting 2020 fresh with a smile on our face. You know what it is. But yo, this shit is wild. And there's a break next week. I know. Okay. I haven't said this. If Zoe takes out the world government here, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. If Zoe takes out the big mum pirates that are right in front of the world government here, that we haven't seen for a little bit, I'm going to be really disappointed. Especially since Jack almost took down Zoe. Smoothie, who is stronger than Jack, if Zoe hasn't been given an order to fight off screen by Momo, because we know Momo stayed back. I mean, okay, Zoe could be very well here right now, because if my theory is right and it was Otama's fruit that took control of Zoe, right, and say that the previous owner of that fruit said, allies, listen to the orders of the Kozuki family, or listen to the orders of allies of the Ancient Kingdom, right, and their descendants. Zoe could be here because when Luffy went to Whole Cake Island, Momo stayed on Zoe. Momo could have ordered Zoe to come to Whole Cake Island. It could have just been taking a long time, so the rest of them headed to Wano early, right? And Zoe's finally shown up with reinforcements with the rest of the Ming tribe now that they're all healed up. If Zoe picks up the sword, that'd be interesting. But actually, I think what you guys are forgetting is everyone in the chat right now. How long have I said that Wano, the goal of the end of Wano is to open up the borders of Wano? The only way to physically up the borders of Wano is to sink the island down to sea level and get rid of the crazy ocean currents around it so people can actually come and go freely. Wano is on an elevated platform and we have a 35-kilometer tall elephant. Who thinks that Zoe's going to knock down Wano and open up the borders as Momo's orders? It's proven in this chapter that lookouts matter. Hashtag carrot for Nakama. Oh yeah, 100%. You don't want to be snuck up on by a giant elephant. You know what I mean? Oh, also, quick one here. You know the giant thing in the Florian Triangle that we never got explained that was humongous? Part of me actually thinks that that's the Florian Triangle. Because if you look at Zoe here, everywhere Zoe goes, mist follows. Because Zoe sort of makes his own climate in the ocean. I actually thought for the longest time it'd be a really cool idea if Zoe's wandering the New World while the rest of his pack is actually in the Florian Triangle. And that Florian Triangle is actually where their herd is. I always thought that would be a cool idea. Zunisha will lift Onigashima. I mean, why does a Zoe need to lift Onigashima when we have, what's his name? Momonosuke for that. I honestly think that Zoe needs to be here to destroy the island. Or Luffy and Kaido need to destroy the island, and you are right, Zoe will pick up the island. Because, I mean, all this chapter is essentially said, and any chapters we've gotten with the Yonko essentially said, in the last 20 to 40 years, the Yonko have actually not fought anyone all out. The Yonko have been pretty dormant. They've been raising their flags, gaining more power and stronger subordinates. They haven't been really doing high tier fights, especially not with each other. Most of them haven't seen each other for decades, right? Look at what happened to Akainu vs Aokiji. It destroyed an island. It totaled an island. By the end of the fight of Luffy versus Kaido, something very similar should happen in some capacity. You reckon Momo will fail? I reckon Momo can't fail. Because Momo now looks like Odin. And so Momo now is forced. He's taken the sacrifice and he needs to live up to Odin. And he needs to be a bit of a man here. And he's going to have to put the burdens on his back. His father died putting 9 individuals on his back and sparing their lives for the sake of the future. Now his son is going to surpass him and carry the entirety of the Allied forces on his back for the sake of peace. Zunisha will be the guard of Wano from world government, maybe for plot convenience, since Straw Hats are definitely worn out and need to recover while in Wano. That is 100% potentially true. I'm not going to lie though, I would actually feel like that's a bit of a cheat in some capacities. The fact that you have the world government ships showing up here, and if they're going to get wiped out, especially since I'm pretty sure Rob Lucci is on one of these ships with Kaku. I mean, we're about to see the death of Rob Lucci. Or Rob Lucci's about to go take out Zoe. Right? Not to mention, we also have the Big Mum Pirates down there. Like I said before, if Jack almost took out Zoe because Zoe wasn't ordered to fight, then Smoothie with her giant water slicers should be doing that shit. Smoothie should be cutting off a limb of Zoe's here if she is honestly on that level, right? That might be the big feat we get. Like, honestly though, it feels like Zoe's about to wreck everyone's shit. But it's like you've got Rob Lucci, Kaku, and Smoothie, also Daifuku and stuff like that, right? You've got a few strong people, and if Jack alone was on the verge of taking out this elephant, I mean, it could go either way, but narratively speaking, Zoe's here to kick their ass. Do you want all those people dead and dusted? Do you want that to be the end of the dick tease of Rob Lucci? Because that might be it. That might be this man dead, in the water, drowned. He ain't part fish like Jack. These people aren't fishmen. Or half fishmen. if these ships go down, these people dead. They out. They drown. They're gone and dusted. You know what I mean? It's not like Zunisha came here out of nowhere. Momo talked with him before Wano. Remember, he stayed there to converse with him, so probs to Oda. Smoothie will milk Zunisha out. I mean, unless Zunisha swings that big old trunk. I'll tell you what. Zunisha is hung like a member of the D clan with that big old snoz of his. And Smoothie will be the new Zunisha. What, Smoothie just absorbs enough water to just, like, stand in the water like Zunisha? Could Smoothie stand in the water? Could she absorb enough water to stand in the water? Do you know what? That's actually an interesting question to have. This is wild, though. Crazy chapter. Crazy 2 chapters. Yo, going back for a second. Ugh. Luffy vs. Kaido is just such a bloody good fight. Yeah, you guys are going to be so disgusted with some of my picks on the top 50. You ain't ready for my facts. You ain't ready for me to spit my facts. I'm going to be spending the next week downloading every panel I need so that I've got panels on hand to justify each and every placement on a quick hot moment. I'm about to be coming in like the Mad Hatter here with my list. LMAO. She has long legs, so why not? I'm so drained. I need more One Piece, but there's so much break. I mean, hey, it's going to be why the top 50 stream next week is going to be fun, don't you think? Also, I might do a little bit of One Piece stuff this week as well. I wanted to do a new tier list for my supernovas and stuff like that. I want to be doing some more like little fun videos that I put out a bit more frequently in between me doing some of my live reactions and stuff like that, just to keep you guys, a bit of a smile on your face and all that. And honestly, it's going to be fun when I get this place really set up, getting my VR back up and operational, doing some streams with anime mods in VR. I reckon that'll be some damn fun. But yeah, world government is on the move though. Got to be careful, as I'm predicting a second raid on the pirates have finished. Okay. If Zunisha takes out the world government here, could we get mild reinforcements or mild people taking on Zunisha? Because the CP0A, but like Stussy, Kaku, Roblucci, they can all do Skywalk. So even if they get their even if the ship gets fucked up with them on it, they can, blitz out of here. Also, it only looks like there's 4 ships. It really only looks like they've got 4 warships showing up. And the world government, they're not Navy. So there's no admirals here. The admirals are preoccupied with other stuff. So they got 4 ships here, most likely holding a few CP0 members in each ship. Maybe ones that we haven't seen yet. The Marines are not in Wano, but world government. That's the only confirmed thing. So I hope Rob Lucci and CP is there. I mean, we saw Rob Lucci in the back of one of these ships, most likely, conversing with the CP0 members on the island, essentially saying that they're on their way, right? So, ooh. Got a phone call then. I'll have to call them back in a bit. But yeah, no. It's looking rough for these guys. Do you think the Celestial Dragon's there? Nah. No Celestial Dragons here. Not at all. No Celestial Dragons coming at all in the combat in any capacity. The Gorosei just wouldn't let him. Lucci is not in Merijoa anymore. Because remember that chapter? While he was at the Reverie, but he now was on the move. I'll get it up for a second. $1,029 apparently it was. Unless he got sent, of course. My man has a Samsung, eh? Yo, I used to have Apple, and the best thing I ever did was swapping to a Samsung because I get everything a touch cheaper or free. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, no, it's not a shot at you, man. Some of this, like, we've been in Wano more than we have any other arc in the series. It is longer than Dressrosa at this point in time. You would be forgiven for forgetting something. Haven't had a chance to reread chapters as of late. You, dude. That's why you got me here, to be your encyclopedia of this stuff. But 129 apparently was when Rob Lucci was in a chapter somewhere. Although it doesn't look like he was in that one there. Maybe it's the next one. Nah, it'd be the chapter before. Ooh. It'd be the chapter before because CP0 is already on the move, and they got the order. They got requested by Rob Lucci saying that the world government wanted them to make a move. So here we go, right here. You've got Rob Gucci, and you got 4 ships approaching Wano, right? They're talking on the transponder signal about the ships. Actually, that might imply that they're not there. It's been decided that the world government will annex the independent land of Wano. The ships are already on their way, but how likely is it that they'll be needed? That's basically stooping to the pirates' level. Honestly, the skirmish has been gripping, but the odds of them actually beating Kaido, I can't even picture it happening. Neither can I. I'll await your report. There's one more order. It concerns the Straw Hat crew. Capture Nico Robin. I know it says that I'll await your report. In the official viz, it's the other way around. Bowler Hat guy seems to be more the leader over Rob Lucci. Just as a reference there, this isn't the best translation, just pointing that out. But it could, depending on the other translation as well, it was inferred in some capacity that Rob Lucci was on one of these ships on his way. It's 1028. I might even whip up the viz for this. Man's got panels in his head. I can remember this stuff, man. That's one of the good things about reading week to week. I'm just like a crazy madman when it comes to this stuff. $128 logging. Okay, here we go. This is the official translation of it. The nation of Wano, unaffiliated with the world government, will be placed under the government's direct control. The ships are heading to Wano already, so does it seem possible to you? In the end, what we do isn't any different from the pirates, but I just can't envision Kaido actually being beaten. I didn't think so. I'll wait for you. Oh, okay, so he does say, I'll wait for your report. No, so I'll wait for your report, as in reporting back, as to whether or not they catch Nico Robert. Oh, sorry, no. Okay, he's not the leader. And there's one more order about the member of the Straw Hats, bring back Nico Robin. Okay. So it is actually very possible that translation was bad on my part, and that they are still in Marijoa, so maybe they're not there. Also, a side note, I wonder what Hawkins is doing if he survived. Haven't seen a panel of him recently, so maybe he did bite the bullet. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that... Kuma, I know how much you love Hawkins. I loved the potential of Hawkins. But my boy got the king treatment, alright? He got cut from his D to his mouth, alright? I'm sorry, he's out. He's done. He on the floor. I both wish Wano will end soon so we can move on to the next arc and not end it quickly so we get that amazing panels. X-Drake is the 1% guy, so he's probably dying. X-Drake, that was confirmed by the anime, wasn't it? X-Drake being the 1% guy, I feel bad for him, but low-key, he may survive this because he got taken down by CP0 here, right? It would be interesting if they took him down so easily and so quickly because he's the only member of the Topiropo to be awakened, considering awakening is something that is actually a lot more common in the world government. Considering they found a way to monopolize awakening zone users. I mean, look at we have Minotaurus, Minazebra, Minokoala, Minorhinoceros, and Minochihuahua. We have 5 awakened zones in the employ of the world government, right? It would not surprise me if some of the vice admirals that have zones are awakened zones as well, and it would not surprise me if someone like Drake potentially has an awakened zone, because the world government might have actually found out a way to monopolize on awakening zones specifically. So he could have gone down really quick and really easy last chapter, because he's going to be one of the only people to get up, because he's the only person that it doesn't matter if he gets back up, in the sense that if one of the flying 6, if one of the Topiropo or one of the All-Stars gets back up, someone else has to go back and fight them, and we've already seen them be beaten. If Drake goes down and gets back up, he comes back stronger for our alliance, and he can help and do more against someone else. You know what I mean? So narratively, it makes more sense that if someone was going to be awakened, it's him to show off an awakening and the capacity of the awakening. And it also kind of hypes up the Marines and the world government in that aspect for their zones in a lot of the different capacities. So that is definitely something to keep an eye on there, my guys. Yeah, my poor dude Drake is dusted though. I have to do a public apology because a year and a half ago, God, it might have been 2 years ago now, I was on the bandwagon of like, Zoro's fight in Wano is going to be X-Drake, man. It's going to be X-Drake, dual swordsman versus a 3-sword style swordsman. It's going to be hype. It's going to be epic. And nope, because I thought Drake and all the Jack, Queen, King were all going to be equal because of the whole 10 theme in cards. But no, I was just batshit I was out of line. All right, I wasn't right, but I was out of line. If he didn't die, I'm so disappointed for government's assassins that killed only fodders. I mean, yes and no. They're killing people, but they're low-diffing them. Like one hand, one finger, low-diffing everyone so far. And the only thing that damaged one of them so far has been an attack that knocked out Luffy for a second. You know what I mean? And an attack that got Luffy bloody as well. So it's like, I can't fault them yet. I genuinely can't fault them. Right? Because if I start faulting them for having only killed fodder, I'm going to start faulting Kaido because he hasn't put a single Scabbard out of commission. He hasn't put a single Supernova out of commission so far. Right? You know what I mean? Like, you get me between a tight place and a rock, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this stream's gone for almost, it's gone for an hour and a half, almost an hour 40. I might wrap this stream up here. Catch it tomorrow. We're going to do the discussion for these 2 chapters, go into a bit of theory crafting, go into a bit of power scaling, this and that. So if you guys and girls are free, be sure to check that shit out tomorrow, alright? And, you know, keep an eye out, keep an ear out. Check out the Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description down below. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, help me hit 100 subs, all that good stuff. But check out the Discord because I'm going to try and start branching out and doing some new cool stuff. Might even start trying to get some merch launched out for you guys. Not that you guys necessarily need or want it, but like, you know, something there just if you want it, just to have some cool designs out there and stuff like that. I'm really going to be building up this over I'm really going to be building up this over the next year. So, you know, it'll be fun to have you guys with me. Last stream question. Kuma, always with the last stream question. I love it, man. The consistency, I like it. What's your favorite 3 bounty posters? You've asked this question quite a bit, but I'm gonna tell you again because, do you know what? I'm there for you, my guy. Shanks's bounty poster is fucking just amazing. Oh, Kaido was trending yesterday as soon as the chapter's out. Yo, I mean, look at Kaido, man. The biceps are trending. Peace, everyone. Glad to have the stream back online. Cheers and best wishes for the new year. Yo, you too, Kuma. You too, Exquel. Cheers to any and everyone that came out. At least what country are you from, Exquel? I don't think I've asked you guys. What time zones are you guys in? Give a bit of a roll call. What countries are you guys from? Because myself, I'm from the land down under. I'm a representative. I'm an Aussie pirate. You know what I mean? So where are you guys from? If you feel private, you don't have to tell me. I thought that was the Jolly Roger, huh? I mean, same. Okay. You did ask the Jolly Roger one. You also asked the Wanted Poster ones. I'll re-answer the Wanted Poster one. Because some of them are pretty close. I mean, Shanks has a goddamn sexy Wanted Poster and a goddamn intimidating Jolly Roger, right? So, I mean, I love that dude. Oh, speaking of, I'm sorry, few second tangent here. We forget so hard how much of a fiend Bartolomeo was. My man was introduced as the mastermind behind the pirate spit roast incident. If you don't know what that is, I wouldn't say look it up. I mean, just think about that. Skewered people, burnt them alive, right? My dude would open fire and set fire to civilian towns. And we've even seen him do this since to an island that Shanks has protected. Alright? Yo, it's... Dude's even a cannibal? Stated to be a cannibal? Bartolomeo's a crazy dude. I mean, remember when someone disrespected Luffy and he literally pinned the dude to the floor with his tongue with a knife? My dude Barto's just straight savage. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. You're from the Phillies? Yo, good to see you. I really like the Philippines, man. I've been to Thailand a few times though. Really want to go to the Philippines at some point in time. But my heart is of the Philippines. Oh, both of you guys are from the Phillies. Yo, good to see it. Not much of a difference between Australia and the Phillies, man. So it's good. It's good to see you guys. All right. That being said, oh, Canada. Didn't you just say you were from the Phillies? Fair enough. That being said, peace, nothing but love, nothing but respect. We're going to wrap this stream up here at 1:40. Check it out tomorrow if you can. Alright. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace, nothing but love, nothing but respect. Have a damn good day. You know what it's like. Kuma is in Canada, Red Maple. Yo, I've got some family over in Canada. Alright, they moved over to Canada a couple of years ago. So that's cool, my guy. Peace, nothing but love, nothing but respect. Have a damn good day. Goodbye.